Okay, many of you know that when I was at George Mason University, I was studying undergrad and I was pre-med, and for a number of reasons I've expressed elsewhere, I decided not to go to medical school. So what I did is I actually had taken a lot of sociology classes, a lot of psychology classes, and I decided to just finish my major, get my major in psychology. So I got my bachelor's of science in psychology, and I had so many pre-med classes, I actually have a minor in human biology as well, and graduated with honors and distinction and all the things that they reward you for in that world. But anyway, what I have here is I'm going through my bookshelves, trying to decide what books I want to keep and throw away. And I've always been somebody that scrapbooked and saved things and dated things, and kind of always had journals and diaries and things that are sentimental to me and my personal growth and development. So I have some of these psychology books. Now, psychology is a vast discipline. It's applied to so many different things. And although I was interested in clinical psychology, like abnormal psych and psychology of deviance and addictions and eating disorders and depression and this, that, and the other thing, it really didn't resonate with me how psychiatrists and even psychologists, like, they wanted to treat it with drugs. I was more, like, in favor of cognitive, like, identifying the source of the problem and removing that, and really getting to, not treating symptoms, but going right to the etiology of the problem. But anyway, I'm kind of going off on a tangent. But clinical psychology was not exactly what really interested me the most. What interested me the most was consumer behavior, so psychology more in a business sense, and that's important if you're copywriting nowadays, anytime really, but especially now if you have an internet business. And also psychology applied to work, so like people, the jobs that they seek, the fulfillment that they seek in their professions, their careers, or their entrepreneurial ventures. This class was organizational psychology is what it's called. So this is one of the textbooks. That was the class I took. Very, very, very academic. And industrial organizational psychology. Leadership style, employee performance. Like, I don't even care about this one anymore. It's just like, I'm going to get rid of that one. I mean, it's so academic and corporate, and I'm just so beyond that. Okay. Applying psychology in today's world, strategies for personal growth. Let's see what was in here. Can't even remember. This was like, when did I take this? I think 1986, 87, or 88. I highlighted everything. Like, was everything important? Maybe, I thought so. Premarital sex. Our body's response to stress. Cortisol, fight or flight. It's funny that, people are universally interested in all these same things, because I listen to podcasts and I hear people in their 20s and 30s seeking out the same information. that, productivity, how much rest do you need, how do you respond to stress, just all the same things that used to be in books are now just, offered by different media. Internal locus of control versus external locus of control. This is like when, how much control do you perceive that you have over a situation. The need for consistency. There I go, writing in the margins again. Oh, this one is applicable to so many things. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, our most basic physiological needs at the very bottom. And as you make your ascent to the top towards self-actualization, you satisfy lower level needs, and then things get stabilized, and you find that you have, greater needs, higher level needs. So physiological needs, safety, love and belonging, self-esteem, wanting to understand your world, appreciation of aesthetics, community, humanity. I mean, it just goes on and on. And the thing about this is people, like, if they can't even put food, like, for instance, if they can't even put food on the table, they're not going to aspire to something like entrepreneurship, starting a own business, eating organic, developing a fitness program. I mean, they might still want to do those things, and a small percentage of them could, do that against all odds. But basically, in order to achieve higher level things, you really need to satisfy your most basic requirements, and then you can move on in your ascension. Introversion and extroversion. The 16 personality factors. Oh, and this is just how to interpret research. Was it random? Was it, all the things that would make a good study, have internal validity, reliability, is it repeatable? And this was a book, too, that our professor wanted us to get, The Art of Managing People. Which is corporate, and I don't care. The only person I want to manage is my VA. Nonverbal communication. That's important. That's very important, to be intuitive. And dogs are actually really good at this because they cannot speak. They're very attuned to their environment. And nonverbal communication. And energies and intentions. They can feel all that and intuit all that. Okay, so there's that one. And this, oh my gosh, this was the George Mason University undergraduate catalog for 1985 and 1986, and that's when I started school. And this is like how we would browse our classes. Yes, can you believe it? Oh my gosh. This is so funny. This is how we would browse our classes. And it'd all be printed, like all this. I mean, this is like what we would do to try to find courses we wanted to take. There was no computers. We did have a computer lab. I don't remember what year it was that came in, and we had, like, everybody no students had computers. We would all go to the computer lab, and it was like some like Word Perfect or something. I don't even know. I had a Smith Corona typewriter, and tuition and fees. Check this out. It is like 100 times more now. Don't even get me started on college. I would not, if I had a child, I would not send them to college, not in this era at all. This is how it used to be, guys. For those of you who are maybe younger and not used to all this. This is all these heavy, I mean, these are heavy to carry. These used to be in, like, we carry these in a book bag. Book bag, is that the right word? Backpack. So, I'm gonna get rid of some of these. They're very heavy. Hardcover and everything. So, if you're still watching, I don't know why. This is sort of like just a diary entry for me. Kind of documenting my life before I toss these out. Alright, I'll see you on the next video.